So this is the Arbor Hemlock, and it is a really great first year binding, and just a really great binding as far as they go. Let me just say, the one thing that kind of bums me out is, let's just start with the negative, because there's so many positives. There's just no real way to, so many bindings have adjustable gas pedals, adjustable heel ramps, adjustable heel loop to kind of dial out a binding for your boot. So I, ride a reduced footprint size 9 boot. I ride a Adidas Tactical ADV and a Burton Almighty in a size 9. So, but they're more kind of like a 8.5 or 8 on the outside. And I just felt like I wasn't quite hitting the gas pedal correctly with these bindings. And I've unscrewed the heel loop and I can't seem to move it. And it seems like all you can do is rotate the high backs and move this up or down according to whether you want the ankle strap up a little higher and more responsive, or down a little lower with a little more freedom of movement. So that's my one major complaint. Other than that, it's just the ratchets. They're a little sticky. They hold. The demo models didn't hold, and they had lots of little issues throughout the demo models, but this, I think, is a production model or a fixed demo model, and it does a great job in terms of just holding on to our boots. And the toe straps are great. They hold on well. It's a nice soft grabby rubber, so it can grab most boots. The ankle strap is very supportive, yet you still feel like you have some freedom of movement even though it's a bigger ankle strap. And the high backs are just super soft and just easy to flex. The real strong point of these bindings is this just rubbery bottom with EVA foam in the toe and the heel, and then the mini disc. These feel just like Burton reflexes in terms of how a board flexes underfoot. They have their own personality though. This rubbery bottom makes it a little more damp, but it also just feels like it enhances your ability to butter. It feels like there's a little more spring when you're spinning in a butter. It just feels like it wants to help you spin more. It just feels like it just wants to make you a better butterer, and it's really cool. And it just feels like it gives your board like a more dynamic feel underfoot. Like there's more pop, there's more spring, there's more dampness. It's still got, it looks like there's not a lot of shock absorption, but when you tally up the rubber with this EVA foam and this kind of softer plastic between the two, you get a nice balance of response and shock absorption. So really, I mean, they just did everything right, and you can see these were definitely designed for the Arbor rocker boards, and they're designed for easier turning boards. We found that they struggled even just kind of getting into the all-mountain category. They're definitely more like freestyle, easy turning all-mountain freestyle. But all in all, I mean, this is more for you to just get pretty picture under the lights. We've given an in-depth review on snow, along with some follow-up reviews. We've really spent some time on these because they're so new, compared them just to a lot of our favorite bindings, and found that they held up right there with them. And again, my only problem is the ratchets and the adjustability. So, all in all, it's a great binding at a good price point, and it really works well, especially if you're like a size 10, 10.5, maybe 11 boot. This will fit really well.